Good afternoon everyone. I have a quiet household. David's mum's come over for this afternoon and she's just taken the kids for a walk. I've got dinner cooking and I'm jumping on now to make some lactation cookies, which I'm going to cook up a little bit now just to taste test, and then I will pop the rest into the freezer to be able to grab out and cook on hand, easy for when the baby arrives. So I'm following Tanina's recipe. You can find her on Instagram under Cooking with Tanina. But this is a free recipe on her website, which I'm going to cook today. So first step, we're going to pop in some linseeds. We just need 40 grams. So these cookies do have ingredients that are going to help mums who are breastfeeding, to increase their milk supply or maintain it as well. And so yeah, linseeds, brewer's yeast, oats, nuts, those kinds of ingredients are going to help. So I'm going to put in 40 grams. Perfect. And then we're going to mill those 10 seconds on speed 10. So going back to my home screen, setting my timer to 10 seconds and going to speed 10. Okay, so we've just milled our linseeds and it's nice and fine now, as you can see. And the next step is we're going to add water and blend 5 seconds speed 4. So we need 80 grams of water. And we're going to go 5 seconds and going to speed 4. Okay, next up we will be adding in our yeast, brewer's yeast, butter, sugar and vanilla into the bowl and combining that through. So our linseed mix is all combined and looking quite good. Lactation cookies are quite expensive to purchase, so I find making them yourself, initially buying your ingredients like your brewer's yeast and linseed can be a little bit more on the pricey side, but once you've got those few things you are good to go and you'll be able to make heaps from these ingredients. So we need 2 tablespoons of brewer's yeast. And just a warning, brewer's yeast does have quite a strong smell, so just be warned of that. So 2 tablespoons of brewer's yeast. We're going to put in 180 grams of butter cubed, which I'm not going to be super precise about that with my cubes. I'll just chuck some in. Put in too much. Okay, that's good. So I've got 180 grams of butter, and then I need 300 grams of dark brown sugar, which I've run out of dark brown sugar, so I'm just going to put in about 280 grams of white sugar and some molasses, and that will do the job. Good enough for me. So white sugar and molasses combined, you'll make brown sugar. So that'll do. So we've got brewer's yeast, butter, sugar, and we need some vanilla. 1 teaspoon. Generous teaspoon. And now we're going to combine that 20 seconds on speed 4. I'm just reading the recipe and realised that I have missed a step, so hopefully these are going to work out fine still. So after we made the linseed mixture, I was supposed to take that out of the bowl and set that aside, which I didn't do. But now it's saying to add linseed mixture, flour, eggs and optional brandy, and put it into a large mixing bowl. So, okay, we're going to add in our flour and eggs. So we need 260 grams of flour. I should probably read the recipe a bit more precisely. I'm just so used to Cookie Dough where I don't have to read a separate recipe, but anyway. So 200 and I'm also blind. How much? 260 grams of flour. And 2 eggs. Okay, 20 seconds speed 4. Okay, so after this it says remove mixture from bowl and place into a very large mixing bowl. So here is our mixture so far. Almost like a thick batter at this point, but it will change consistency obviously as we add in our oats and everything else. Okay, I'm just going to turn that on for a quick second to get the mixture out from the blades. So as you can see, it's just pushed the mixture out to the side, so it will make it a bit easier for me to get the rest out. Happy with that, I'll put that to the side for now. And now we need to add in our oats, chocolate chips and nuts. So to do that, I'm going to pop this on here. Going to my scales, we need 300 grams of oats, which is actually quite a lot. So pop those in. It says 250 grams of chocolate chips and 250 grams of caramel chips. I am going to be using a combination of, these were some milk chocolate melts, I think. I'll chuck those in. But we want 500 grams total of chocolate. A block of white chocolate, and then I'll top the rest up with my chocolate chips. Because let's be honest, postpartum, feeding the baby, you're going to want good chocolate here. And then 100 grams of nuts. So I'm just using up a little bit of peanuts that I have there. I'm going to pop some cashews in. It just says nuts of choice, so you can put in whatever takes your fancy. I've just put in some cashews, and I'm going to do some macadamias. And that will do. Okay, so now we're going to just combine through those ingredients with our spatula. As you can see, it's a massive batch of dough. And then we're ready to scoop our mixture into balls. So I'd love to know if anyone has made their own lactation cookies before, or if you know anyone who has given it a go. It's going to take a bit of mixing to get this all worked through, especially all this chocolate and these oats, but I do have a good feeling about it. So you can probably see why you need a decently sized bowl for combining all of these ingredients together, because it does make a really big batch. But it's smelling really good. Like with other lactation cookie recipes that I have made, it still has quite a strong brewer's yeast smell. But this one is smelling good. Alright, so our mixture is combined and looking quite good. Yeah, it's a huge cookie mixture. I don't know, let's see how many it says the recipe. Makes 30 to 40 cookies, so it's a big batch. Hence why I'm going to be putting a lot of them in the freezer. But anyway, it just says to use a small ice cream scoop or 2 spoons. The mixture is quite sticky, onto trays and bake for 15 minutes at 180 degrees. I'm just going to grab my trays. Give me a sec. So I'm only going to cook like probably, I don't know, let's just do 12, just to give them a try, and then the rest I'll scoop into balls and pop into the freezer. So super easy. So I've got a cookie scoop. I find it's the most simplest way to work because I don't have to muck around with the dough too much. Could you combine in the Thermomix, or it's too big? I think the mixture's too big for the Thermomix. Why she's recommended to pop it into a bowl for the remaining few dry ingredients. And it's also quite a sticky mixture, so you could always give it a go, see how you go with it, but I reckon doing it in the bowl this way is probably going to work out easier. Okay, so I'm just going to do 9 on my tray, bake those for 15 minutes, and we'll see how they come out like. What I'm going to do is pop these, like scoop them into balls in Tupperware containers separated by baking paper, and when they are frozen I will actually just take them out of the Tupperware container and pop it into a Ziploc bag, so it takes up a lot less room in my freezer. So there we go, there is our lactation cookie mixture. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day. Any questions, let me know. Thanks, bye.